Hi, my name is Thomas and you're watching Casual DIY channel. In today's episode we'll be making a very simple jig that will allow us to drill some holes in pen blanks, for example, dowels, or any handles you're actually making. It's a very simple jig for our pillar drill, so check out the video. So let's jump into the project. A couple of things we're gonna need. We're gonna need a base, and in that case I'm using 12mm plywood. Next we're gonna need some lumber, but the dimensions of this lumber may vary from what you've got in your garage. I just picked up a spare piece I found on my lumber rack, so I'm gonna be using this piece. And one more key component of this jig is basically a hinge. So let's cut the lumber to the right size. So as you can see, I'm using my miter to actually cut the lumber, the board, to the right size, and in this case I'm going to make them 27 centimeters long. The plywood base, I'm actually quite lucky there. It is 35 centimeters in length and 18.5 centimeters wide, and that's what I'm gonna stick to. But if you've got in your garage lying about a different size of plywood or MDF, you can use whatever you want. Okay, so in the next step, what we need to do with those two blocks, basically they're going to be combined together like so, and we need to cut some slots. So basically they will be like squares, but twisted a bit. So you're going to have a triangle on one side, triangle on other side. And the easiest way to show you is basically with one of my pen blanks. So as you've got the middle over here, the cuts can be like this. They need to be under an angle like so, and that will give us a greater clamping ability of, for example, a pen blank. Now we're going to do different sizes. For example, something smaller like this dowel, sometimes you need them for whatever. So basically we would need something smaller for that to go in. But also, maybe I've got a larger dowel that I'm going to be using for one of my projects, and I need a wider and bigger gap. To do the cuts, I'm actually going to be using my table saw. The blade is set up to 45 degrees, and I'm going to be doing the cuts now. Just a really quick one, guys, before we continue. If you're enjoying this video so far, please drop me that like button down below. It really helps me a lot, and it doesn't cost you absolutely anything. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel, and you will not miss any of my future videos. If you decide to do that, press that bell notification button as well, and change the settings to also YouTube will not miss any of my future videos, and you will know about them. But let's come back to the project. Next we install the hinge. Okay, so you know, the jaws work fine, no issues there. And to be fair, at this point you could actually stop. If you're only gonna be pre-drilling square stock, you're absolutely fine. But for example, like me, if you need some dowels pre-drilling, you've got the potential that the dowels will be spinning inside of the wooden vise. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add some strips of sandpaper. In this case it's 120, and that should give enough friction plus the clamping pressure, and the dowels should remain in place. As we finish that step, the next one is that simple. We're going to attach the jaws to the base. Now, do you have to do this? Not really. This will work just fine as is, and is actually nice and square, so you can clamp it quite easily. The jaws themselves, and then the whole jaws to the table of your pillar drill or anything else you're going to be using for drilling. But in my case, I just want to have a nice base. I'm going to clamp the base to my pillar drill, and then I'm just going to clamp the front of it, and off I go. I think that way it's a lot quicker and easier to set up and manage. Okay, so the process is absolutely that simple. As you can see, I've clamped it to my base, to my pillar drill. It's nice and stable. This is still operating freely, and for me it's the dowels I'm after, that I need to put some holes in a few dowels, hence I needed this jig. So they are quite large, hence they're going to go to the largest hole. Clamp it nice, it's not moving. Get a clamp like so. Everything's absolutely that stable, so we can pre-drill the hole. Super simple, just like that. And thanks to the sandpaper in the jig itself, the dowel is not spinning at all, and as you can see, it's a beautiful round hole in the middle of it. And actually this dowel is quite slippery on the outside because it has been already varnished. So yeah, that's quite cool. Let's have a look on the smaller one. But obviously the main purpose of this jig would be for the pen blanks, so we can pre-drill the hole for the parts of the pen, and it will work absolutely fantastic. In the hole, off it goes, steady as a rock. So as you can see, it's a very easy to make and very versatile jig for your pillar drill or anything else in that matter. These fantastic little beauties, I still got 3 left. If you're interested in these pen blanks, you can check them out on my Etsy store. The link is down below in the description of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this little project, this absolutely that simple little jig. If you turning pens, probably it will come in quite handy. But for example, if you got some dowels that you need pre-drilling with a hole, for me that's actually going to be a handle. This is really a fantastic jig that makes this project so much easier to make, and in the same time a lot more accurate and safe at the same time. If you want to check out any of my other projects, for example like this bench with the flip top, or any other projects or jigs I've actually made in my small garage, there should be a playlist just over here with all the workshop upgrades I've done over the years, so you can click it, check it out right now. But for me guys, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.